my great aunt's shiny blue minivan and excitedly clicked our seatbelts. At 12, I was finally allowed to stay a full 10 days with my great aunt, Aunt Sis, who lived in a ranch-style home in the suburbs of West Memphis, complete with a large screen TV and golf cart for the myriad of grandchildren, nieces, and nephews to wreak havoc on the neighborhood's retirees. As we pulled into the Walmart parking lot, Aunt Sis turned around in her seat and said, "Pick out anything you want to eat." Anything? Chocolate? Watermelon? Pizza? Anything? I marveled at the idea. Whitney and Channing hopped out of the van and made a beeline for the door. They were used to the lavish attention as Aunt Sis's grandchildren. I lapped it up. Aunt Sis is my grandma's sister, 2 of the 14 children. My grandma, who I rarely spend time with, believes dinosaurs did not exist because the Earth is only 10,000 years old. She's also keen on carrying a large caliber handgun in her fanny pack strapped at her waist. She's missing a few fingers on her shooting hand from a box cutting accident, and her aim must have been effective. This makes for tense business. As I ran into the store behind my cousins, I knew this was going to be a wonderful, warm Arkansas summer vacation. The next several days, we swam, raced the golf cart, ate ice cream, played miniature golf, and went to the arcade. So when Aunt Sis informed us we were traveling to Lepanto for the afternoon to visit her siblings, I was jovial. I never met any of them except my grandtoting grandma. Never even heard about them. They were probably as fun and as wonderful as Aunt Sis. Whitney and Channing, my third cousins, immediately protested in horror. "Please, please, please, can we stay here by ourselves? Please," they groaned. On the ride, I was still cheery. Their minivan had a small mounted television, which I turned on to a Disney film. Aunt Sis periodically interrupted to explain her husband's commitment to a successful cardboard business. Cutting boxes, folding boxes, and selling boxes that allowed them such luxuries as a TV and a van. As we approached the town, I began to understand my cousin's pleas. This place was desolate. As we drove down the dusty road, Aunt Sis explained that each of her 13 siblings had a nickname. The names were developed while picking cotton for their parents on a tenant farm not far from where we were. My grandma's nickname was Scooter, as she scooted along the field, low to the ground, picking cotton. Our first stop was to visit Uncle Toot. "Why is Uncle Toot named Toot?" I smirked, as Channing and Whitney stared blankly out of the window of the minivan. "Because he worked bigger than a little toot," Aunt Sis laughed. We arrived at a small metal paneled home. The inside was dim and suffocating. Smoke clung to the walls and to the carpets in the small 2-room house. On the faded pea green couch slouched a chubby but very small man in a western print shirt. He was no taller than 5 foot even. His earlobes sagged. As he leaned over to greet us, a pack of cigarettes fell from his loose pocket. Then his wife, a tall, middle-aged Native American woman, entered the room. She stood silently. Their son, Boo-Boo, approached from his small quarters with a series of cartoon drawings that he presented to us as a strange peace treaty. As he squatted down and laid the papers out on the carpet, just underneath the lingering cloud of smoke, Whitney and Channing huddled into the corner, whispering to each other. Aunt Sis complimented Boo-Boo's artwork. I began to question the attention that was lavished on me upon my arrival. The conversation centered around family news and gossip, to meet more cousins, so I coaxed Whitney and Channing to join their game of tag. Then Boner barked at us to stop our pestering and play outside. The backyard was a tetanus shot waiting to happen. Rusty toys, trash, an old swing set. A large tire lay in the grass with 6 or 7 kittens nestled inside. I picked one up. I held the kitten close to my chest until Boner smacked open the screen door